Hi everybody, so I have a astral travel challenge for you all to try at home and to message me about. I would like to hear what you guys do. And this is in the way of proving that you're astral traveling and that you're actually getting out of your body when you do this. I do hear a lot of threads saying, oh, do you have proof, whatever. And it's a hard thing to prove. We're not scientists, although I think we'd like to think that we are. So, quick story before I issue your challenge, and that is when I first started, I was in my apartment a lot. I didn't actually travel outside of the apartment right away. And I would notice little things, like I would notice a bottle of aspirin in a weird place in my house, and then after I would wake up, I would walk around my house and go, oh, the bottle of aspirin is exactly where I saw it when I was astral traveling outside of my body. So for me, it was a no-brainer, like I am getting out of my body. And also, I would see my body laying there in the bed while I was outside of it. So I think for all of us that do this, it's, you know, it's pretty much like, yeah, we're getting out of our body. But I wanted to take it a step further and really test it. So what I did was I had my friend at the time put up a playing card on his nightstand. And I knew where it was going to be. I was pretty, I knew his house very well, which is, I think, important when you're trying to go somewhere in the astral realm. So he put this card out, and it took me 3 weeks to actually get to it. Not to get the card correct, that just took one try really, but just to travel to his place, because sometimes I would get out of my body and I would say, I want to go to Terry's house, and you know, I would get distracted or I just wouldn't make it there. But after 3 weeks of this, I made it there, and it took a lot of focus. I asked my guides, I said, take me, I want to see this card, take me to my friend's house. So, when I got there, it was really dark because it was night, and I knew that I could easily get distracted. I knew there was a dog there, I knew that he was there, and I was just trying to hone in very much on where the card was in relation to where I ended up in his house. And I recognized the table, and I said to myself, okay, show me the card, show me the card. And sorry, my cat's on my lap. And it was kind of like a hologram where it was see-through, but it kind of just rose up, and all the clutter around on his desk just kind of disappeared, and all I could see was this, the 5 of clubs. At the time, I saw the 5, and I knew it was a black 5, and I saw the squiggle, but I am not a big card player, so honestly, I was like, I don't know if that's clubs or spades. I don't know. So I saw it, and I was like, okay, go home. So I go home, back to my body, just like that, of course, and I rolled over, and I wrote to my friend, I said, 5 of spades, is what I said, because I could have said clubs, but I said spades. And then it was about 4 o'clock in the morning, so hours pass until I get the text message back. And during those hours, I was so nervous. I was like, did I get it right? Am I going to have to rethink this whole thing? But he wrote me back and said, he said, close, 5 of clubs. And I was like, close enough, because I didn't know if it was spades or clubs. I just didn't have the language for it. So that was a really good day, and he actually brought over the cards and let me keep them, and took a picture of it too, that it was on his desk. And there was no reason for him to, like, no gain for him to make me happy by by pretending that that was the card. He knew how important this was, so I completely trust him, and I believe that I got it right. Now, of course, once this happened, all my friends were like, me next, do me, and I'm like, I don't really, I want to use this for healing. I want to use this to check people's alignments with their chakra. I want to use it for Reiki in the healing realm. I don't want to keep doing these little tricks, you know. One of my friends I did try it with, again, and he's an atheist, and I was so hell-bent on doing this with him because I wanted him to believe me, and I wanted him to believe in an afterlife and his own soul. That didn't work out. Not that I ever got the card wrong, but for whatever reason I could never get into his apartment. He totally said I could. So like a vampire, I was invited in. But it was always dark when I got in there. It was just so dark I couldn't see anything at all. And sometimes I'd make it to his door and then just all of a sudden go whoosh and get right back in my body. Just the second I got to his door like that. So I tried that about 5 times, and then I just gave up and said, you know, maybe his guides have another purpose for him, maybe he needs to experience that side of his spirituality without me being like, see, I have proof, you know, that's his personal thing. That's kind of the conclusion I came to. But my challenge is this. Get a deck of cards. Could be any cards. Could be Uno, could be Skippo, could be regular cards, could be the tarot cards. Why not? And you could do this in your own home, especially if you're beginning. Like I said, it's kind of hard to travel outside right away when you're first starting. So just randomly, you know, close your eyes and hold it out. Pick a card, any card, and don't look at it. And put it, you know, face up in your living room somewhere that you don't pass by very often, but something that you know of. And then go take a nap and see if you could get out of your body and walk to your living room or fly to your living room and see if you can see what card you put down. You could also have your friends do it. Either way, I would love to hear how this works for you, how long it took for you guys to do this. So put it in the comments or email me. It's Sabrina@astralpalms.com, and let's get this conversation going. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoy. Bye.